Welcome to UltraPress, the revolutionary WordPress plugin that's about to change everything about how you automate your website. Get ready to discover a whole new way of working with WordPress. Let's begin by installing UltraPress directly from the WordPress repository. This powerful plugin is going to transform how you work with WordPress, bringing the incredible power of visual programming right to your dashboard. The installation process is straightforward and quick. Now we're entering the visual editor, the true heart of UltraPress. This innovative interface is where the magic happens. Take a moment to look at how intuitive everything is: components on the left, connections in the middle, and settings on the right. This example circuit Ultra/test shows the incredible potential of what we can build. Each component you see here represents a different WordPress action or function, and they all work together seamlessly. Let's create something from scratch. We'll build a new circuit called Ultra/new. Watch carefully as we add our first component, the Ultra/node. This component is special because it serves as the entry point for our automation workflow. See how easily we can place it on our canvas. Let me explain how these circuits work in UltraPress. Think of them as flowcharts, where each component is connected to others in a logical sequence. The execution always begins from our first component. Now comes the exciting part, adding the UltraAdd post component to create new posts automatically. Let's go through each setting carefully. Notice how we can configure every aspect of our post creation. We're setting the content to test UltraPress using the literal mapping type, but that's just the beginning. Look at all these options we have available: title, content, author, status, and more. Each setting can be precisely configured to meet your needs. Now let's dive into how to edit these parameters. See the Edit Args panel? This is where the magic happens. First, we have our list of arguments. These show us exactly what data our component needs. Below that, we have the type of mapping. We're using literal here, which means we can input our values directly. But UltraPress also supports other mapping types for more complex scenarios. In the mapping field, we're entering Test UltraPress. Notice how clean and simple this is. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This is incredibly powerful. On the right side, you can see all the available parameters we can configure. Each of these can be customized to create exactly the post you want. The interface makes it incredibly intuitive, no coding required. See how we can adjust these parameters in real time? This is what makes UltraPress so powerful: the ability to fine-tune every aspect of your automation visually. Take note of how the component connects to others. These connections will be crucial for our workflow. Once we save these settings, our component is ready to create posts exactly as we've specified. Let's test our circuit by clicking the Run button. Before we do, I encourage you to check out our comprehensive documentation, where you'll find detailed information about different execution methods, debugging techniques, and best practices for circuit design. You can run circuits manually like we're doing now, schedule them, or even trigger them through the REST API. The documentation also covers advanced topics like circuit templates, component packages, and how to optimize performance in complex workflows. Whether you're building simple automations or enterprise-level solutions, you'll find everything you need to succeed with UltraPress. Now let's click Run Circuit and watch the magic happen. Every component we've configured will execute in sequence, creating our post exactly as specified. Perfect! Our circuit worked flawlessly. The post has been created exactly as we configured it. This success confirms that our component settings are correct and our automation is working properly. Now let's make our circuit even more powerful by adding automatic comment functionality. This will show you how components can work together to create more complex automations. We will add comment functionality. We'll integrate a comment component and connect it to the successful output of our post creation. We'll select UltraAdd comment. This component is designed to automatically add comments. We'll position it below our post creation component, creating a logical flow. Notice how we can connect it to the success output of our post component. This ensures the comment is only added when the post is created successfully. This connection will automatically pass the newly created post ID to our comment component. This is where things get really interesting. We're setting the user ID to 1, but look at all the other parameters we can configure. The comment content, the connection to the post, Everything is customizable. This demonstrates the true power of component interaction in UltraPress. Watch how we can pass data between components, creating a sophisticated workflow. Each connection we make adds another layer of automation. Now let's configure our comment parameters. In the Edit Args panel, we'll set up the essential details. The mapping type will be literal for direct input. For the comment content, we'll enter first comment, simple and clear. And finally, let's save our circuit by clicking the Save button at the top. With everything configured, we can now click Run to execute our automation and watch as UltraPress creates both our post and its first comment automatically. Time to verify our work. Let's head over to the Posts page in WordPress. There it is, our newly created post, exactly as we configured it. And when we open it, perfect. Our automatic comment, first comment, is right there, exactly where it should be. This is seamless automation in action. Let's add one more powerful feature to our automation, email notifications. We'll implement the Ultra Notify Admin by Email component and connect it to our successful comment creation. This is where UltraPress really shines, the ability to chain different types of actions together. Look at all these email configuration options: sender, recipient, subject, and message content. We can customize every aspect of the notification. Think about how useful this will be: automatic notifications whenever someone comments on your posts. No more manually checking for new comments. This is the kind of automation that saves hours of work. Just like before, we'll configure the component parameters through the Edit Args panel. Notice how the interface shows us all available arguments, from subject and message. The real power comes from how we connect components. See that blue line connecting the success output? That's passing all the comment data to our email notification. We can use this data in our email content, making our notifications dynamic and informative. When connecting components, always remember that outputs from one component become available as inputs to the next. This flow of data is what makes UltraPress circuits so powerful. Now for the final test, running our complete circuit. Watch carefully as each component executes in sequence: post creation, comment addition, and email notification. Everything working perfectly together in a seamless automation flow. This is exactly what we designed. What we've achieved here today is truly remarkable. Without writing a single line of code, we've created a sophisticated automation system that would typically require extensive PHP knowledge and WordPress development experience. This is the future of WordPress automation: visual, intuitive, and incredibly powerful. Think about the possibilities: automated content workflows, user interaction management, custom notifications, all created visually with UltraPress.